Hello. So today I'm going to talk about how I handle stress for myself and for all of my clients so that they would stay away from pornography and they would stay really this type of person that doesn't need it, right? So, first of all, to start, you have to define the word anxiety. What the word anxiety means. The word anxiety means basically like lack of options. The word anxiety basically means being paralyzed because of so much options or being paralyzed because of options, right? And so it really, in order to deal with anxiety on its core, like just look for the word anxiety definition, and you would see that the core behind that is just you are paralyzed because of so much options. And so the best way to deal with anxiety is just to pick, right? You have to pick in this meantime. Like you have just to figure out what you should do in the meantime, and then you pick. And so when you feel anxious at any given time, instead of running away to pornography, you just have to define what you have, like define the current options, and then you pick. That's really how you deal with anxiety. And if you boiled all of your problems down, that are you calling them big anxiety, really, if they are just options and you have to pick, right? So let's take real examples for a sec. You don't know what to do. If you want to run ads, for example, for your business, or if you want to do cold outreach, or if you want to, hire someone, or like you are anxious between all of these three options, and you basically started to be real anxious, and you started to feel these fears of losing your business. And so the best thing you can do to get rid of those feelings is just define your options, know what you can do, and then do. That's it. That's how we deal with anxiety. And I have talked to so much successful people and so much therapists. And like anxiety problem is so overrated because really it's nothing. It is just like you are paralyzed because of so much options. And so the ideal way to deal with it is just to pick. And so when you feel anxious, define your options and pick one. That's it. And the best thing you can do, like there's also a bonus tip, which is ask yourself, do I trust myself to take an action right now? Because a lot of people, when they become anxious, they would start having the urge to watch pornography. And so if your anxious became related to your urge, you just have to ask yourself while you are facing those urges, would I trust myself to make a decision right now? You would say, well, no, because I have been in this huge withdrawal because I'm trying to quit pornography. And so I won't take an action right now because I am anxious and that triggered me. So I have maybe to go outside until the urge fades. So then I would start thinking about the problem. That's great. You actually made some progress, right? So when you ask yourself in a moment of weakness, do I trust myself to make a decision right now? And if the answer no, then don't make a decision. Like a lot of people when they are anxious, but they try to solve the problem at the meantime, at this second. No, like just give it like 10 minutes or even 15 minutes. Like it depends, to be honest with you, it depends on the type of decision you're doing. But if it's not a big decision, like the example I gave before, we don't have to wait for a very long time, right? And so the next time you feel paralyzed, you just have to define your options and you have to pick and you have to ask yourself, do I trust myself to make a decision right now? So you don't make actually a messed up decision. So yeah, that's everything. Bye.